can pick up a couple of those books over there, and I'll be happy to sign them. The books are free, but the autograph will cost. You know, a few years ago, Chris Rock made a movie in which he was a politician running for the presidency. And he would state one of the problems of the United States, and then he would say to the crowd, "That ain't right." So this is where we have audience participation. I'm going to review some of our recent government's actions here, and your response to everyone better be, "That ain't right." That ain't right. Now, we've got a Congress and a Senate that pass bills. They don't debate them. They don't discuss them. They don't even read them. And you know what? We've got a Homeland Security Director that says if you have a Sarah Palin bumper sticker or if you listen to talk radio, you're a terrorist. While on the other hand, they are letting the real terrorists out of Gitmo. And you know what? This is fun. We need to do this more often. We have a Congress that passed a cap and tax bill that will require you to buy these stupid, squiggly little light bulbs. And if you break one, you got to call FEMA. You got to get on a hazmat suit, and God help the dog that eats any of that. And you know what? We got a president that goes around the world apologizing for the United States of America, and you know what? This same president says when we have 80% Christians in this country, we're not a Christian nation. But he goes to Egypt and he says, you know, we have 1% Muslims in this nation, and we're a Muslim nation. And you know what? We have a stimulus bill that was supposed to save the auto industry, and it shipped GM to China. And you know what? That same stimulus bill was supposed to save jobs in Dayton, and so we sent NCR to Georgia with stimulus money, and you know what? Now, I don't have a lot of solutions for you, but I'll give you two. One is we've got to change the tax system. If it's the fair tax or the flat tax, we've got to abolish the IRS, folks. Second, and I know this is kind of technical and boring, but we need to get rid of the direct election of senators. We need to go back to the time that the U.S. Senate represented the states and not just more lobbyists. And lastly, and I'll take credit for this, this is my idea, we've got about 10,000 to 1 unelected representatives in Washington to every elected representative. Folks, those are the people who are really making your laws. You wonder why they don't read the bills? They don't even write the bills. These are the guys writing your bills. They're the ones passing all this ridiculous legislation. They do all the research. They do all the work. And Senator Foghorn Leghorn shows up and signs his John Henry on the bill and pats himself on the back. And that ain't right. So here's how we can fix that. We need a constitutional amendment that limits the number of staffers for every congressman and senator to 2. They can answer their own damn phones. They can talk to their own constituents. They can write their own letters, and they can read their own bills.